2, 1.
Okay, this is the notes for 1.5, solving and graphing absolute value or inequalities. So, first off, a couple things about graphing. If you have the greater than or less than symbol, you use an open dot. If you have the equal to part, that is when you use a closed dot. Okay, as far as the shading, if your absolute value or if your inequality symbol rather opens to your variable, you shade to the right. Alright? If your symbol points at your figure, you shade to the left. Now, to start off with, we have a basic graphing. So here, our number is 3. So first thing we do is we look at what type of dot we need. No line underneath, which means we have an open dot on the 3. Okay, and then we look for shading. It is opening to our letter. Since it is opening to our letter, we shade to the right. Okay, so that means our solution is everything that is to the right of 3. Okay, question 2 asks us to solve the equation. So we have 15 is less than or equal to negative 39 minus 6y. So here, we'd solve this like we would a normal equation. Since we're trying to get y by itself, we first move this negative 39. Okay, since it is a negative 39, or since kind of like you can think of it as a minus 39, we go ahead and we add it to the other side. Okay, so negative 15 plus 39 gives me 24. Okay, and at this point, we know we divide through by our negative 6. So 24 divided by negative 6 is negative 4. Now, with this type of problem, since we divided by a negative, we have to flip our symbol. Alright, so anytime you divide or multiply by a negative number, you have to flip your inequality symbol. Okay, and so an easy way to remember that is if there's a negative on your letter, be sure to flip your symbol at the end of the problem. Okay, question 3 gets a little bit more difficult. We have negative 4y minus 25 is greater than 2y plus 17. Okay, so at this point, we have variables on both sides of our equation. From doing equations, we know we have to get our y's to one side. So if I want to move this negative 4y, since this is a negative, I know I add 4y to the other side. Here, my negative 25 comes down. My inequality symbol comes down. 2 plus 4 gives me a 6y plus 17. From here, I know I subtract off the 17. So negative 25 minus 17 gives me a negative 42. And I have my 6y. Okay, so now I know I divide through by the 6. So negative 42 divided by 6 will give me negative 7. notice in this case, even though I had a negative, I did not flip my inequality symbol. That's because what I divided by was not negative. Okay? So again, it's only when the negative is on your variable that you have to flip your inequality symbol. Okay, question 4 asks you to write out an inequality. So here, 9 times the, okay, remember, whenever we see times the, that tells us we need to use a parenthesis. So here we have 9 parenthesis, okay, they say the sum of a number and 27, again, they're telling us to use C as our number, so sum we know is addition, so we get C plus 27, close parenthesis, is at most negative 26. Okay, at most means that it is either equal to 26 or less than 26. Okay, so here we go ahead and we put in our inequality symbol of less than or equal to negative 26. Okay, and again, you got to look at your wording here at most and look at your sheet on clue words. Alright, finally, question 5 asks you to write an inequality for the graph shown. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to put in an X, and we're going to leave a little bit of a space, and we're going to put the number that our dot is on. Okay, so now we just need to figure out what inequality symbol we need. Okay, so first off, we know that from here, our shading is going to the left of our point. Since it is going to the left of our point, we know our symbol needs to point at our variable. Now we need to decide whether or not there needs to be the line underneath. Okay, so again, for that, we look at the type of dot. Remember that at the beginning, we were told that if the dot is filled in, we have the line underneath. If the dot's not filled in, we don't have the line underneath. So in this case, we do not have the line underneath, or we do not have the line underneath. So if this had been different, had this been, say, 4, 6, whatever, on up, go ahead and put the 5 in there. If we'd had a closed dot, and then shading this way, we'd have did the same thing. We'd have had X, since our dot's on the 4, we'd put the 4. So again, we'd have to start off by looking at which way our shading's going. It's going to the right in this case. So it's just going to the right in this case. We know our inequality symbol would open towards our lever. And then since our dot is filled in, we know we need to add the line underneath. Okay, so that is the notes for 1.5 inequalities.